Hello students, let us we continue the discussion of the law of increasing returns to scale. In the last class, we see the law of returns to scale and its types basic. In this session, we see increasing returns to scale. If the proportional change in output of an organization is greater than proportional change in inputs, the production is said to reflect increasing returns to scale. How much of inputs are involved in the production process or more than lesser than its production. For example, to produce a particular product, if the quantity of input is doubled and the increase in output more than double, it is said to be an increase in returns to scale. So in any production of a good, the quantity of input doubled, output is more than doubled, that is increase in returns to scale. When there is an increase in the scale of production, the average cost per unit produced is lower. In this time, average cost per unit produced is very lower because here output is more than input. This is because at this stage an organization enjoys high economies of scale. So in this situation, the organization, the firm, the good is get more economies of scale. This figure shows the increasing returns to scale. So here in this figure, x-axis labor, y-axis capital represents. Here 1L, 2L, 3L is the labor, 1K, 2K, 3K are the capital. A movement from A to B indicates that the amount of input is doubled. So here 1 unit of labor, 1 unit of capital. Now the combination of inputs has reached 2K plus 2L from 1K plus 1L. From 1K plus 1L, it goes to 2K, 2L. However, the output is increased from 10 to 25%. So here, I think this is increased 150% because it goes to 10 to 25, which is more than double. Similarly, when input changes from 2K to 3K and H2L to 3K plus 3L, then output changes from 25 to 50. That is 100% increase, which is greater than change in input. This shows increasing returns to scale. Here, students, the picture shows clearly the law of increasing returns to scale. So there are a number of factors responsible in increasing returns to scale. Some of the important factors, that is technical and managerial indivisibility. Here implies that there are certain inputs such as machines and human resource used for the production process are available in a fixed amount. These inputs cannot be divided into shoot different level of production. For example, an organization cannot use the half of the turbine of small scale production. So here, where the production unit get increasing returns to scale, that is certain inputs such as machine, human resource used for production process available in fixed amount. These inputs cannot be divided into shoot different level production. For example, machines, human resource cannot be divided. In this time, organization cannot use half of the turbine of compound. Similarly, the organization cannot use half of a manager to achieve small scale production. Due to this technical and managerial indivisibility, an organization needs to employ the minimum quantity of machines and managers even in case of the level of production is much less than their capacity of production. Therefore, when there is increase in inputs, there is exponential increase in the level of. Here, one of the important factor, that is technical and managerial divisibility. So when increase in inputs, there is exponential increase in output. Second one, specialization implies that high degree of specialization of man and machinery helps in increasing the scale of production. Here, what we say specialization is very, very important. What we say in Adams, that is the division of labor. The use of specialized labor and machinery helps in increasing productivity of labor and capital per unit. This results in increasing returns to scale. how much of inputs used, that is more than what the production is there. Concept of dimensions refers to the relation of increasing returns to scale to the concept of dimensions. According to concept of dimensions, if the length and breadth of room increases, then its area gets more than doubled. Here, uh, when the length and breadth of room increases, area gets also doubled. For example, length of a room increases to 15 to 30 and breadth increases 10 to 20. This implies that length and breadth of room get doubled. In such a case, the area of room increases 150 to 600, which is more than double. Here, what we say in this example, the room increases 15 to 30, breadth increases 10 to 12. This implies length and breadth of room get doubled. In such a case, area of room increases 150 because 15 into 10 and 600, what we say 30 into 20, which is more than double. So, like that, in increasing returns to scale, the scale of production is more than what factors of production used in the production process.